Oh, typo, spelled it wrong. I spelled it wrong. That's close enough. So y'all seen this before. Y'all got it. Y'all got the message. All right, 20 seconds. What is it? Pixie sticks, poke the poke, volleyball, or foursquare?
Volleyball.
Exactly. 6 seconds. Okay.
Yeah, so you get 1, 2, 3, 7.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, it's called poke the poke. And we'll see that again. So let's see. Who are winners for the day? Diana, Taylor, Sister Curry, Carla. Okay. Ladies, good job. Fellas, we gotta step it up. We gotta represent. Gotta represent.
Ni un macho ahí,
Okay.
Tiene más neuronas la mujer.
All right, so if you can, make sure you sign into Summit, and I'll show you what we're going to do next. Okay?
So you said number 9.
1, 2.
¿Qué número vamos a ocupar tu dama?
Kurt? I don't know. I'm getting low. I gotta get another. Passing out 2 minutes. Alright. Alright, so summit. And here we go. Everybody signed in?
Huh?
Signed in? Alright, cool. So on Summit, as you can see, you can get on Summit. As you can see, on Summit, or with the Kahoot, that we need to understand a little bit more about the Maya before we move on. That's a heavy part of the first focus area. Okay?
Oh, eso se me quiso. Por tomar eso, yo sabía que iba.
Te va a ver,
Ay, loco, a la hora. ¿Ah?
los de estos no.
Somos dos.
Los dos perras igual.
Okay. So, hey, listen. If you go to Summit, Cornerstone 1, Aztec.
Okay,
Cornerstone 1. Right here, Cornerstone 1, Aztec. And you sorry. And you go down all the way to the bottom. Yes, ma'am.
¿Por qué policía?
No es completa.
Go to day 3, Maya project.
My presentation?
Yes, Maya presentation. Thank you. And I showed this before, but now I'm going to show it to you on your own, allow you to go through it on your own time and use it on your own thing. We talked about this on Monday. So, what is due today, ladies and gentlemen, is this beautiful handy dandy worksheet. What you're going to do on this beautiful handy dandy worksheet? What you're going to do is we're going to uncover at least, at the very least, 5 achievements that the minds have contributed to history. We're going to answer the question, or figure out the question, or think about the question. Yeah. Why in the world are we being asked to learn this? Now, for y'all, this is actually part of your heritage. I would hope you want to learn it. I like learning. But why? What have they added to civilization that we need to learn this? I need y'all to come up with that answer for me. 6. Write your email down, and I'll email you with the test score, so you can see what you got right or wrong. All right? So, here you go.
Go all the way from the year. Year. This one.
All right, so there are different ways you can get the information. One, go through the presentation that I created and I went over on Monday. You're going to look over again.
One is this, and they bring my presentation. And then the other is where she is in the focus area.
What are we going to
Maya, day 3.
About to
Day 3, Maya presentation.
Go.
Sister.
El único me dijo bien su nombre.
Six.
No, otro me dijo Sax. Sax.
That's the sister. Sister, right?
No.
Yes, I.
Yes.
I know it's not. I see the attendance every day. So with this one, so that's another area.
Te gusta el Maya, ay.
All right, so what you're doing is this. All right? With that presentation. Off your phone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Come on.
Thank you.
I got new friends.
A ver, a eso, cara.
Is with this, using the presentation, you're going to identify at least 5 achievements. All right? At least 5 achievements. At least 5 achievements of the minds. Now, importante. Find the 5 achievements. Entonces, escribe line por importancia. The importance of it. Why is it important what they achieved and what they did?
Porque es muy importante lo que ellos pudieron alcanzar. Achievement. Achievement.
And there are 2 sources you can use. All right? One, it's the presentation. Y otra. The other one, hit this. And then here. Go all the way down. So there are 2 things they can use. So one is the presentation, and the other is this focus area. So one is the presentation. The other is if you go to year and you go to the first focus area, Maya and Inca civilization. All right? And then you go all the way down to the last objective. There's one that specifically says the 10 my achievements. 10 major achievements of mine. Look something like this. Okay.
Sonia Vigil Reyes.
I'll get this.
All right, I'll give us 15 minutes. If you have any questions, I'll go around. Let me explain it one more time. You have two things you can look at. Either the source on your focus area or the presentation that I went through on Monday as English and Spanish. On this, you're choosing five major achievements that the Maya did throughout their civilization or added to our civilization. 5 things we learned from them or admire them for. I'll move that out your way in a second. All right? You're going to write what they are. You with me, Sister Kerr?
Oh, I got it.
And then you're going to write why they're important. Then on the back, at the very end, it should be. You got something on the back?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. And then I need you to explain it power paragraph for me. Why is Mayan civilization important to study? Why are we doing this? Why do you think? Why are we learning about them? And then we're going to get to their precursors in a second, the Olmecs. I'll let them do it. Well, I told you, the most important question in history is why. And I'll do my best to answer that. And eventually, y'all going to answer it for yourselves. First things first. Alright, so.
And on this one, we talk about this is an achievement. So create the number zero. So the name of achievement, create the number 0 and math. And then explain why is finding out 0 important. Okay.
Any questions? Preguntas.
Mira aquí. Maje. Mira aquí.
Who was mine? So if I said,
There's a Maya.
yeah, who was mine? How the mind is different from the English? Well, ask how the mind is different. Like, who are they? They were.
I'm from the same place. Well, because of the living area.
Okay. You familiar with Native Americans in the United States?
Yeah.
How, you heard of Cherokee? You got the Cherokee, you got the Seminole, I'm over Nietzsche, Blackfoot. So you see that there's different. So if I say with a Cherokee, Native Americans on the coast, yeah. So with mine.
So instead of putting that emphasis in, I should just put it in.
No, their location helps, but there are specific groups, there are Europeans that live in Mexico and Central America, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so how are they different from this? Okay, so if I ask, if I say, who is Sister Martha? Who would you answer? Who are you? Okay, you are beside the spot. I need a definition.
No, it's like I get it, but then I don't.
Okay, so.
It is too much. Questions? Sister Curry, questions?
Yeah.
What's up? All right. All right. So, figured out the concept of zero. Yes, that's an achievement. They consider that one of the greatest achievements in history, actually. That it changed math.
So where?
Okay, so why? That's what we need to figure out. And that's what I want you to analyze and assess. Think about it. Why is zero important?
I don't know. I don't know what zero was important.
Okay, so what's the way we can find out?
I don't know. Zero is like a non-factor number, so I don't know.
What question?
Zero isn't even
Yes, it is. It's a very important number. Zero is a very important number. Yo.
So it could be zero people.
Yeah. How many people live?
It's weird, right? But
How many people live on the
it's
moon?
true.
How many people live on the moon?
Nobody.
Zero.
Zero.
Is aliens real?
Huh?
Aliens are real?
That's another conversation. I think so. I mean, they say there's 7 galaxies in every universe, right? And then there's 7 universes that create a super universe. There's 7 universes that create something else. They're still finding planets like
Way far out.
ridiculous. It's hard to even fathom how far away they are with different. You have millions of planets, hundreds of thousands of millions of planets.
That does exist. Like,
Yeah.
things that is not, that doesn't like, people don't think, but it actually do.
Do spirits exist?
Yeah,
Okay. Now, can you see them?
sometimes.
Dependent, right?
No,
If-
it all depends if they want to let you want them to see.
Okay, so sometimes. Now, everything in this life is based on energy.
Yeah.
Science proven everything. Energy doesn't die. It just continues to move and transform itself. Now,
So we not real, like, are we dead?
that is a very philosophical question.
It really is.
It is. But the thing is, right? The thing is, can you see a radio wave?
A radio wave?
But if you wanted to turn to 92.3, you can turn to it and hear what's going on, right? Now, while you're listening to 92.3, can you listen to 93.9?
No.
Do you even know what's going on in 93.9?
No.
But is 93.9 happening?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I look at aliens and spirits. You got it. If you're in tune to it, then
You'll be only attuned to one thing
Right.
instead of the other thing.
right now we're living on a very specific frequency that we see and vibrate off of.
Yeah.
And that's what we recognize.
I want to see an alien.
Oh, be careful with what you ask for. You might just...
I don't.
What if it's too big? Like,
That's
what
what I'm
if they
saying. I
use? I'm gonna
don't.
be like,
I don't. But I think a lot of things does exist in this world.
I got a question.
there's ways I can find out.
I got a question. What are these numbers?
1, 2, and 3.
You sure?
That is 1, 2, and 3.
You sure?
0, 1, 2, 3.
What if... You sure that's not a 10? 200 and 3,000?
Oh, the zero's not there now.
The zero's not there. So how do you know what the heck the value is if you have...
No 0.
Yeah, you have nothing to conceive it off.
Yeah.
I can be like, hey man, you know what? I need 5 in order to go to this concert. And somebody's like, okay, bet I got $5 now. I mean like, no, I need 5. Man, I gave you $5. No, man, what is that?
Ain't nobody going to believe. Ain't nobody going to
Right. It's like, nah, I mean like 50. I need 50. Oh man, then why'd you say that? Because there's no 0. I mean, and I'm simplifying it, but because
Yeah, I
it's
get
even
it,
more
though.
detailed
It's
about
like
simplifying.
You really do need the 0 to make a higher number.
Yeah.
Does that make a huge? Do these numbers make a huge difference now?
Yeah.
If this is money,
You need that 0.
Uh-huh.
that change everything. If I said, yo, I'm gonna give you 3,
I'm going to be like
Like-
$3.
yeah, it'd be like that's not even worth my time. But if I said 3,000, like, bet, hold on, what do I need to do? Hold on, oh snap, right? So yeah, so that's just a simplified version of why that is a huge factor.
Ni es que lo puede traer el computador.